Hi, welcome. Um, Gary McEwen and Murray Guy presented at LCI in Boston on lean commissioning. And I'm just going to run you through the presentation. Gary's not here with me today, but we just wanted to record this. It's just a week after the conference. So, Gary, let's start with why. Why lean commissioning? Murray, let's start with 5 whys. Why did you get into commissioning anyways? Our logo even looks like a sail. So the story behind that is that I'm an avid windsurfer, love to go windsurfing as opposed to be sitting around solving problems with control systems. I used to work for Honeywell, and I learned that unless you fully commission your projects, that you're going to be on call, and I'd rather be out wave sailing or windsurfing, and that's why I got into commissioning. And basically tested operators and got them independent to run their systems. Gary, why did you give me a call to help with your second living building project, the Okanagan College Trade Center? Well, Gary, on his last project, the first Living Building Challenge project in Penticton, it took them 8 months after substantial in order to get the measurement and verification working. Ate away all their profits and basically said no more half-dead zombie controls. We need to get our systems commissioned at completion. Murray, why did you recommend lean project delivery for this course? We hired you to do commissioning. Well, we can't do we can't get our commission systems when everybody's blaming everybody, working in silos, bad attitudes, don't deliver on promises. We need to collaborate, focus on the work, focus on stuff that gives value for the owner, work without constraints, get everybody engaged in getting to done is done, and keeping our promises. So we've worked on over 10 projects, and so we introduced lean project delivery to the project. We're lean facilitators for the project, and then brought in lean project consulting to do some coaching on the last planner system. That's why. Gary, why are we really here at LCI? What do the people really want to learn about LeanCx? Well, let's see if we can make more profit on our jobs, improve the performance for the owner, and improve productivity on the job site, and for the people in the space, because if things are commissioned, the quality of the indoor environment will be much better, and people will be able to be more productive at working. That's what LeanCx is about. Well, why LeanCx? Show me the money. Well, at the first LCI in San Francisco, we presented on our LeanCx system, and basically it's taken that little black box at the end that everybody calls commissioning and expanding it to be everything inclusive, from the owners, defining the owner's project requirements, which is an ASHRAE guideline 0. It's a commissioning guide to make sure that there is an OPR so that we can design to the target cost that represents value for the owner. We use design commissioning to make sure that there's no interface problems and that the value specified is achieved. We implement performance testing, especially on all projects, so that we achieve the intended performance, and we look ahead to what the measurement verification needs to be, and we schedule our work in at the same time as the main construction, so that we're not sitting around 6 or 8 months after everybody's left. That's what lean commissioning is. There's some effort involved, and we use an example here that by increasing the investment in commissioning from 50 cents a square foot to $1.50 a square foot on this 50,000 square foot, we're going to show that there is a significant return on investment for that. So I'm not going to get into all the details of where the savings come from, but I'll just quickly mention them, that there will be lower contingency, which could be a savings of $150,000. If we get done 6 months early, could represent another $144,000. Performance testing, if we get to our actual measured performance as opposed to taking 5 years to get there, we could save $125,000 in operating costs. And by showing up and getting systems tested and not having to retest, we think there's increased team productivity of $45,000. So $464,000 on an investment of $1 for 50,000 square foot facility that we have. It's greater than a 500% return on investment. So well worth the effort. Just another summary about why LeanCx for the financial aspects of it. Gary, and so the only way we're going to be able to achieve LeanCx is to integrate commissioning into the work as opposed to showing it at the end as shown in the model. We need to expand the little black box and make commissioning begin at the front end of the project. And when you expand commissioning and fully integrate it into a project, great things can happen. This is Gary, what happens when you let us out of the little black box story is that on this project we basically move the mechanical room from the top of the new addition to the trade center to an existing mechanical room so that we could get all the mechanical and electrical and infrastructure completed ahead of time and commissioned, so that when the top mechanical room is added to as the last thing, the only thing we had up there was an air handling unit. So with some good planning, you can actually prepare to manage your commissioning process by getting a lot of things done early. LeanCx begins with, I already mentioned this, clearly defining the project requirements in the design commissioning phase, and our project requirements for the Okanagan College project were to achieve net zero energy use at substantial completion as opposed to 8 months later. That's our boss, Kathleen Lossman, who's co-chair of Lean Construction Institute. And we want a success to look like this. Get to I love this book, The Lean Startup. In design commissioning, we adopt some of the principles of always testing the design to make sure that it meets the value early so that we don't end up with budget problems and have to rework the design. Test the design to the target cost and requirements. LeanCx is about getting work done, and those tests need to be fully integrated and become milestones for the full planning sessions for all the different phases of the project. And when we do that right and get our testing done and integrated into, our measurement is number of functional tests completed. And if that's not moving along, we know that we're going to have issues when it gets to substantial completion. So here's a little background information for higher levels of investment in commissioning provide a significant up to 5 times better return on investment. And that's a Lawrence Berkeley Labs study that I recommend you to go take a look at, as opposed to taking a low cost commissioning price because you're not getting the best value for a project. Is anybody else using LeanCx? Completed the Mosaic Center for Community and Commerce, another Living Building Challenge net zero project in Edmonton, working for Dennis Cuckoo, and an amazing project. I encourage you to go take a look at their website. Can we use LeanCx on a non-lean project? Yes, we can. LeanCx is about creating a team with a system that collaborates to be more productive, achieve higher performance, and make more money. That works for any project, but it works especially well on lean projects where we actually have discipline and hold people accountable to getting work done. LeanCx need 3 things: team, lean system, and collaboration to turn waste into profit, performance, and productivity. When we do it right, we get it done in less time, less cost, less risk, higher performance. There's always room for continual improvement. Here's a guide that we wrote for commissioning guide for lean projects. For more information, visit our website, www.i-designs.ca. Another thing you might want to consider doing is taking our lead project delivery facilitator course, and where you'll learn how to build a team, implement lean project delivery systems, and create a collaborative competitive advantage for your company by empowering teams to deliver well projects. And there's the place where you can register for our course. Or if you need assistance on any of your projects, please feel free to get in contact with us, myself, mguy@i-designs.ca. Thank you very much. Have a great day.